Impressive wins last week, 58-13 for Central over Firestone, 32-7. Beat Kentucky Valley. Both head coaches, Elmer Sheets. Mo Kleinfelder says tonight's opponent's a little bit tougher. They're looking forward to this football game. I turn to my left. You're right. Speaking of veteran coaches, Ed Glass, your thoughts on this matchup?
Well, defensively, Jim, they're both very similar. They're going to run a 4-4 defense. Offensively, they're similar, too, in that they both like to run the football. But they'll run from different sets. Canton South will run from a wing tee, and Central will run from an I formation and maybe some split backs once in a while. We'll see some option from them. It's going to be an interesting football game.
And on the sidelines, praying it doesn't rain, Dan Bell for Daniel.
Hopefully I didn't jinx myself with the park over here on the sideline. But we got a tale of two quarterbacks tonight for both of these teams. Both skilled and good young men, but both have very little time as far as under center at the varsity level. You have Chris Ainskoff, who had a nice game last week, 6 for 8, threw the ball well. What the added dimension he gives Central is over 100 yards rushing in that game last week. Defensively, Crusaders picked off a couple of passes. And defensively up front with the likes of Brandon Thews and some kids, they did a very, very formidable job against Akron Firestone last week. This week, Canton South is looking for the litmus test, I think, in terms of playing a very tough team to vault you into maybe a caliber of playoff competition teams. Tim Ness takes over the chores of logging a lot of carries for this team at the fullback position. Quarterback had a nice job, too, last week, and that is Aaron Eckroad. And he threw for over 100 yards, no interceptions, tossed 1 TD. And I think if there's anything in this Canton South team, they are very big up front on both sides of the ball. So it's going to be a big challenge for Central tonight.
Canton South. All right, they're ready for the kickoff here. As Evan Andy of Central Catholic has teed it up at the 40-yard line. Crusaders won the toss, deferred. Canton South, of course, says we'll take the football then. So we are ready to go, week 2. Let's go. Bell Store Citgo sponsoring the kickoff when you're on the go. Grabbed at the 15-yard line, at the 25, out across the 30 to about the 37-yard line. Excellent return by Devin Torrance.
He's just a freshman, Jim. Number 12. He's got a lot of wheels.
He'll be starting at the left halfback, as you see Aaron Eckroad, the starting quarterback. Head into that Canton South offense. They put the ball down at the 35-yard line. Bob Jeffries, our statistician tonight. Dan, Ed, and Jim, and the crew from Image Video welcoming you to another TV cast. The wing tee with that slot set to the right side. Torrance goes in motion, gets the football, comes around on the sweep, and is pulled down about the 43-yard line. The tackle made by Corey Fichter.
Offensively for the Wildcats tonight, we're going to see Eckroad, Ness, Torrance, and Foster in the backfield with Hughes at wide out and Dale at tight end. And up front, we'll see Eric, Harper, Robertson, Newman, and Uminski.
Second down, 3, gain of 7. Same offensive formation. Got a man in motion, and they give it off to the fullback. And Tim Ness, the senior, is stopped dead in his tracks. Didn't get much, if anything.
Central Catholic defensively, we'll see Ferris, Durant, Lino, and Thews in the front 4 in their 4-4 defense. Kennedy, Sanders, and Anderson are 3 of the linebackers. Fichter, Gill, Bush, and Johnson. Johnson is another linebacker, but they also use him in pass coverage as a strong safety. A lot of pressure being brought by the Crusaders from the perimeter. Try to stop this wing T offense.
They're down about 4. Man in motion, slip, play action. Eckroad. Nope, hang on here. I got to. Yep, he threw it incomplete. I lost the football.
Trying to go to Ness in the flat. Fullback. That time the Crusaders dropped off and covered and did not bring those outside linebackers. And they dropped off and covered the pass cuts.
Nick Foster, the youngster that slipped and fell when he went in motion. So it's 4th and 3, and South to kick the football away in the line of scrimmage near their 43-yard line. And the snap, the kick is away. The punter is Sean Griffin. And the return to the 30-yard line. We're back after we take this timeout.
Community sponsors of the game are Abbott Electric, For all your electrical needs, whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial, call Abbott Electric at 330-452-6601 or visit their website at abbottelectric.com. Abbott Electric, offering complete wiring solutions. The Belden Brick Company. Dedication, desire, determination, and teamwork. Qualities that stand the test of time.
Out of the I formation, Central Catholic. Their first play of the ball game, give to the tailback, Chris Shepard, a 180-pound junior, goes over his right side to the 31-yard line, maybe near the 30, or check that, about the 37-yard line.
Offensively for the Crusaders, we see Ainskoff, Hoagland, Shepard in the backfield, Smith and Bush at wideouts, Anderson at tight end. Up front, Scalick, Hoffman, Gabriel, Lino, and Fetro.
Got 6 yards, second down and 4. Rich Hoagland is your fullback. Again, the pitch to the tailback, Shepard. Cuts it in, fumbles the football, and South will have it at about the 44-yard line.
Shepard may be hurt getting up.
On the ball for the Wildcats is Chaz Cheek, a junior, at defensive halfback. So we have our first turnover of the ball game.
Better run that toss sweep right into the twin look out here at the bottom of the screen. Shepard cuts it up, takes a shot right there. The ball comes out onto the ground, and I think he hurt his hip. I'll bet he's got a hip pointer.
And the replay brought to you by Video Safari. Some great movie rentals there. Plus they sponsor a little contest with us, so stay tuned to that. Ness, the ball carrier, maybe got a yard as he tried the left guard position.
Belly off tackle play. They just take and try to reverse pivot and give the ball to the fullback running off tackle to the right.
Second down 9, gain of 1 for Ness. So Ness couple of carries now with 1 yard. Dan Belford had talked about him in the pregame. They're hoping that he has a big game tonight. Split backs, wing tee. Eckrow to throw, sideline, and it is a completed pass. Nice catch. Catch made by Darrell Hughes.
This is a belly fake to the fullback. They just ran the fullback off tackle and turned around. Oh my, that ball's on the ground, isn't it? Picked it off the ground.
Well, it's a completed
we don't
pass
have instant
in the books.
replay. We don't have instant replay. Throw the red flag.
Third down and 4. No score. 8:31 left in the opening period. South in Central territory after the fumble.
South in an unbalanced line now, trying to sweep into that unbalanced side, trying to outflank the Crusader defense, but with no success.
Foster tried to turn the corner and was met by 3 or 4 of the Crusaders. 2 of the leaders on that tackle, Kennedy, along with Timothy Ferris.
South in an unbalanced to the left side. Toss the ball to the motion man. Trying to sweep, trying to, with the unbalanced line, trying to outflank the Crusaders, but they didn't have any success with it.
They're going to have their second punt. The ball at the Central 40-yard line. High snap, but the kick is away by Sean Griffin. Fair catch signal and taken about the 5-yard line. The fair catch grabbed by Brandon Gill.
Excellent punt.
And the Crusaders will have the football, but backed up at their 5-yard line. CCI proud to continue their tradition of recognizing the player of the game. The player of the game to receive a plaque and a letter of recognition. CCI strongly supports the accomplishments of interscholastic sports programs. Tonight's winning team get a $100 donation to their athletic fund from the folks at CCI, the stars of communication, recognizing the stars of the game. And the first handoff in the second series for the Crusaders is Curtis Shepard. And he's the one that fumbled, but he pays the Crusaders back with a nice carry to the 20-yard line.
This is a nice designed football play. They're trying to run the ISO, but against the 4-4, the tailback has to break it up over the center. He doesn't really follow the fullback into the guard tackle gap. What he does is he cuts it back to take advantage of the two linebackers' movement.
So pick up of 15 yards. We'll give him 21 yards in 3 carries. And a first down rushing. It's at the 20-yard line. Canton South forefront defense, and again Shepard, but this time shut down after a couple of yards on the ground.
Defensively for the Wildcats, we'll see Ness, Nadel, Uminski, Eric in the front 4. Linebackers are Dale, Griffin, Neff, and Shep in their 4-4 defense, and Cheek, Hughes, and Oliver in the secondary.
Looking at second down and 8. 6:51 clock running in the opening quarter here at Canton South. Crusaders, Wildcats. First time they've met in 10 years. Ainscough under center. Little offset eye. And they give it to the fullback. Hoagland, and another fumble. And a big scramble for it.
That's the first part of the midline option. What they do is they give the fullback the ball right up over the center's butt, and then either pull it out and run down the line or run the option, or they give it to the fullback. This time they hand to the fullback straight up the middle.
There's Hoagland. He barely.
That's on his hip. He hasn't got it. He gets it back.
I got it back in that pile.
He's carrying it on his hip for about 2 strides.
So that's the second fumble, but they recover this one. So they've lost 1 of 2 fumbles. But the Crusaders looking at third down, and we'll say 4. They give it to Shepard left side and may have the first down. Out to the 30-yard line. 3 Wildcats hit him. And on the bottom of the stack is Derek Shepler.
It's the tailback, and again, this is a design bounce play. The fullback goes up on the inside on a linebacker. The tailback bounces to the outside, tries to run off into that void out there between the tackle and the split end.
So the Crusaders with their second first down. This drive started at their 5-yard line. They're out to their 30 now. The I formation, tight end, as you can see, to the right side. And Hoagland went in motion to his right.
Yeah, he started shuffle motion to his right side, and a defensive right tackle from Canton South jumped offside. Wow.
Isn't a back allowed to move like that?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe one of the linemen moved too. I don't know.
Look at Lowell. Lowell Kleinfelder wants to talk to the officials. He is not too happy with what happened.
The referee has ruled that when he went to go in motion, he jerked upwards.
Hey, viewers, at the end of the first half of our game, we'll be bringing you the SARTA Touchdown Spotlight. Stark Area RTA, come ride with us. So, a 5-yard penalty. First one on the Crusaders. 5:23 in the quarter. First down and 15. Still no score. Got Twins to the bottom of your screen. They give it to Shepard, and a nice defensive play for South made by Chris Eric.
Put a lot of pressure from outside with the outside linebacker, and then the tailback tried to run it like a sprint draw back up the pipe, but he had pressure there also.
Eric 6'5", 250 pounds, and a junior. And a loss of maybe 2 yards. That's what our stat man says he's putting down, so we'll say a loss of 2. And it's second down and 15 with the clock at 4:43 and moving here in the opening period. We'll see if Ainscough puts it upstairs. Hoagland again in motion. Ainscough wants to throw on the run. Tried to get it to Hoagland. Incomplete over on the right sideline. And the coverage there, Dan Dale, outside linebacker on that left side.
And they shuffled the fullback in motion again, but this time they didn't call anything because he didn't jerk backwards as he started to go in motion. Ball's thrown behind him. He has a little chance to catch the football.
Third down now for Central Catholic. Football game's been played on their half of the field for the most part. They had that one turnover, and then South punted and knocked them back to the 5. And on the 3rd and 17, they're gone nowhere. The ball carrier was the fullback Hoagland. And leading the defensive tackle for South. We'll give it to Brandon Neff. He had some help there.
Low risk play. I think they don't want to risk anything big right here with their wall, the goal line at their backs, and the backs up against the wall, so to speak. They're going to punt it out of there.
Looks like Brent Crawford will be doing the kicking for the Crusaders. A lot of new faces after Central lost a lot of players from last year. Low line drive kick fielded at the 39-yard line. The return by Corey Berkwin. Another Berkwin here.
Great coverage by Central Catholic downfield.
We're back after this timeout.
All kinds of folks are riding SARTA to the Stark County Fair. Even the three little pigs. And that big bad wolf. Riding SARTA to the fair is easy. You can ride SARTA's fixed route right up to the main gate of the Stark County Fairgrounds and enjoy an exciting day at the Stark County Fair. After a full day of fun, sit back for an air-conditioned ride home on SARTA.
Come ride with us, get on the bus with SARTA.
You just never know what friends you're going to make.
Well, as they start their first play from scrimmage, the ball handed off to Tim Ness, but right when that happened, a yellow flag flew from the line judge. And a 5-yard penalty, that's the first one for South, so each team with one 5-yarder. A little human, huh?
Oh, man.
You old people can't take humidity,
Won't need
right?
to go to the spa after this.
Again, hoping that the rains hold off. They've been in the area most of the afternoon and evening. Field's pretty good shape. First down 15 for South. Eckroad to throw, incomplete at the 49-yard line. And let's go down to Dan Belfer. Daniel.
Thanks, guys. Great night for football down here. No rain yet. Coach Sheets on the sideline. Would like to see is a little crisper blocking patterns from his team up front. What they will do, and Ness will see the ball 20, 22, 25 times tonight. They want to get Central thinking run, and what they'd like to do is stretch the field if they can. Last week they were able to exploit that by sending Cheek long for a 68-yard bomb, and they'd like to slide Dale off the line of scrimmage on the tight end position over the middle to grab some balls too. Back up to you.
Bells, thank you much. Eckroad 1 of 3 for 5 yards. We're told we'll likely see Ronnie May maybe in the second half as Elmer will use both quarterbacks. They give to Torrance, and Torrance slides through, got tripped up about the 45, 46. They're going to mark him down.
It's that inside counter to the slot back that all wing T teams run, and it's very effective against a 4-4 defense. You're trying to split those linebackers in the middle. Torrance pops up in there and picks up first down. No, it isn't first down.
Got the 5 yards back.
Got the 5 yards back. It's third down.
Third down, they need, well, close to 11, really. First down's hard to come by. Going to put it up. Got pressure coming from the outside over the middle. It's knocked down at the 45-yard line, intended for Dale. And the defensive play made by Andrew Sanders. Hey, coaches make the winners on the field. Teachers like Tom Nally from Central Catholic and Ruth Eibel from Canton Local Schools winning in the classroom. We congratulate them on being named, along with 20 other teachers, to the All-County Teaching Team during the 2003 Education Celebration Banquet. It'll be Thursday, October 9th at the Canton Memorial Civic Center. And Canton South to kick the ball away. Hits this one pretty good. Fielded at the 12-yard line and down with the knee. That is James Bush, and we're back after we take this timeout.
Fries, service, and selection. Come on down to downtown Ford. No games or gimmicks, just satisfaction. Come on down to downtown Ford for price, service, and selection.
Come on down to downtown Ford.
Come on down to downtown Ford.
So come on down and see what all Stark County's singing about.
Come on down to downtown Ford.
First down and 10, Crusaders. Again, no score. We get close to the end of the first half. There is a pitch outside to Shepard. 25 spins, got loose. Shepard, he is to midfield. Shepard to the 40, and they're not going to catch him.
He's gone.
Touchdown for the Crusaders. That will be 86 yards.
I said we'd see some option, and when I said option, I meant the dive option. Coach Kleinfelder has been the guru of the dive option around this place, around this county for years and years and years, and he ran it with offset eye, ran the dive back. It was out of the safe straight eye, faked the dive back, came out with the quarterback Ainscough, pitched the ball to Shepard on the corner. Very tough play for a 4-4 defense to defend. I know we used to have immense problems with option teams with an 8-man front.
And he did a nice job of getting away from that one tackler there. On to try the point after is Evan Andy.
I just made the comment this had turned into a punting duel, and bingo, we get an 84-yard run.
Kick is up and good. It's 7-0 Central Catholic with 2:29 to go in the first quarter. Tonight's Play It Again with Video Safari movie is Bull Durham. Now, pay attention if you want to win something Monday. The movie is Bull Durham. Tune in to Fred and Pam Monday morning, and when you hear them ask for the Play It Again with Video Safari movie title that we mentioned tonight, you be the first caller with the correct answer, and you'll win a free movie rental from your friends at Video Safari. And again, that movie is Bull Durham, one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That's because you and I are old. We like Susan
we
Sarandon.
remember.
Yeah.
No comment.
Well, the Crusaders, as the two defenses were hanging tough, break the big one, 86 yards. South thought Hoagland had it, and then when he did get on the corner, one Wildcat had a crack at him, hit him around the leg, spin move, couldn't bring him down, and he was gone. You look at the Canton South return huddle there.
I think South was expecting Central Catholic to be in a lot of shotgun, which they have been over the past few years and last week, and I haven't seen one snap of shotgun yet. They've been in the eye, and that's the first dive option we've seen that went for a score.
Well, Canton South's got to get their offense going. They're 0 for 3 on third down conversions, and they do not have a first down. They have 5 yards in the air, and they have about 12 yards on the ground. That's their offense so far.
You know, both teams like to run the ball.
Torrance will be the deep man for the Wildcats. Jazz Cheek and Nick Foster also back deep. So let's go again. Kickoff being brought to you by Bell Store Sitco when you're on the go. There's the boot, and it's going to be Torrance again at the 11-yard line with a 20, 30, out to about the 33-yard line, maybe the 32, where they're going to say his knee touched down. There on your downtown Ford scoreboard, you see what's going on here at Canton South. It's Central 7, the Wildcats nothing. You heard Elmer Sheets earlier this week on 1480 talking about they're really looking forward to this game. South would like to get back into the playoff hunt. You got to play and beat teams like Central Catholic. Of course, Central wanted to play tonight to get themselves a little bit stiffer test than they had last week. They're a young ball club, and Elmer Lowe wanted to see how his club would fare against Canton South. Handoff to Ness, and really gone nowhere with this running game. Ball comes out, but the whistle had blown. 4 or 5 of the Crusaders were there. See Anderson and Ferris. Rocco Lino.
Crusaders get quick pressure here off of a linebacker and just doesn't have his eyes open. It doesn't gather himself enough to make the hit. He winds up tackling the quarterback who didn't have the ball. That was Durant, number 14.
And you can see Rocco Lino take out the ball carrier. So it's second down, still 10 or so. Pitch Torrance. Can he get outside? No. Coming up very fast to take him down. Corey Victor, 5'8", 155-pound junior.
Help again from Durant from the defensive left tackle spot. Did a real nice job of coming off a down block and spinning out and going right down the line of scrimmage and help out. Watch number 14 show up in your picture here. Right there, second man to the football.
All right, both play 4-4 defenses.
Yeah.
They'd have a little bit of idea maybe how to attack it. South's having all sorts of problems.
Well, South runs a wing T, and probably the hardest thing for them to do is run that wing T against a 4-4 that'll bring a lot of heat.
3rd down and 12. They give it to Torrance, and he got maybe 4 yards. Now a flag goes in. Let's see what this is. Torrance about 8 yards shy of the first down or so, but a flag was tossed on the play. So Torrance's carry will be to the 34. And we're going to have our second penalty on one of the teams, each team with 5 yards.
You know, the Crusaders were playing a pretty straight 4-4, other than the outside people were given some heat early on. Now they're stunning their inside people, angling the front line and coming off of blocks because of their stunts.
Just a 5-yard penalty for that face mask. So the Crusaders with 10 yards in penalties. South still looking for a first down, and South looking now at 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, a 15-yard face mask penalty would be unsportsmanlike conduct, and that there was obviously none of that.
It's at the 39 of South. Hughes will go to the top of your screen. You're looking there at Lowell Kleinfelder and the Crusader sideline. And a man in motion. Eckroad looking. Swing out pass for Torrance. Incomplete. And if he had caught it, I don't think it had gone very far because Anthony Johnson right there with him. So the Wildcats looking at a punt again. 4th down and 4 from their 39-yard line. They've been getting some pretty nice punts from Sean Griffin. We have 46 seconds left in the opening period. To the far side on the return team, Brandon Gill. Another first down for the Crusaders. They're on the march.
Your
They handed he kept the ball outside after the fake to Hoagland, and South didn't know where the ball was. Touchdown, Central Catholic.
I was just going to say it's about time to run that option play because they had so much success with it on it. They've run it twice, got 2 touchdowns. This time quarterback keeps the ball.
26 yards on the TD.
Got twins at the top of your screen. Fake the dive off tackle. The outside linebacker comes in on the dive. Doesn't even know the quarterback has the football. And at that point, he's gone.
So the Crusaders up 13-0. Andy again to try the point after. It's on the way and got over the crossbar.
Wow, just squeaked over.
So 10:53 to go in the second quarter. 14-0 Central. We're back after this timeout.
Hi, Doug Hamilton for CCI. Communication is important on the football field. The same goes for business. CCI, the area's leading communication equipment provider, has the answer. Whether it's Toshiba's digital IP-enabled phone system or Kenwood's reliable two-way radio equipment, call CCI for your company's communication needs. In Canton at 497-7715 or Akron at 896-3905.
There on the downtown Ford scoreboard, you see Lowell Kleinfelder pacing the sidelines, happy inside, but the game far from over. Central leads at 14-0. There, the Canton South kickoff return team going out. South's got to get back in this game right now. If they give Central another score before halftime. Last week, Wildcats had a battle in the first half and had a strong second half to beat Tusky Valley 32-7, and Central ran away with Firestone in that first half, something like 33 of their 58 points. We're ready to go again. The kickoff being brought to you by Bell Store. Sit, go, and you're on the go. Andy with the kick. This one's short. And picked up by Cheek. And a nice return, Cheek, right side around the 40-yard line. Let's go down to our man, Dan, on the sidelines.
Oh, hey, guys, over in the Central sideline, very pleased with the way things are going right now. If you're Canton South, you're probably a little frustrated. And I think the concern here, if you're the South offense, you've got to give Central different looks than Tim Ness left or Tim Ness right. They're not trying to stretch the field at all. They're bottling Ness up at the line of scrimmage. And South evidently has to go to different options if they want to move the football in this game. Back up to you.
Didn't you say last week that Eckroth threw for over 100 yards?
Yes, he did.
And he's got 5 yards passing tonight. And they're having a tough time running against this Central 4-4 defense. They give it off. Ness. Couple of yards. That's about all. Hey, every game with a big catch. And we'll be picking tonight's catch of the day, sponsored by Tim's Tavern. At the end of this broadcast, that's Tim's Tavern, famous for some great fish. We're not seeing a whole lot of passing, although Eckroth's put it up 5 times with just a 1 completion and only 1 pass by Central. And that was incomplete. Ain't call. So 1 completion out of 6 passes, both teams for 5 yards. Handoff. And I believe that was Ness. To the 45-yard line.
Central ran a lot of stunts the last time they were on defense. So far this time around, this series, they're playing it pretty straight. They've done a good job of mixing up what they're doing.
3rd down 6 coming up for the Wildcats as you look at the south sideline there.
I think probably their thought process is that South is going to start airing the ball out, so they're trying to get more people into pass coverage. So far, South has run the ball. Now we're going to see the pass.
You got a different quarterback in there, and the pass is complete. First of all, we'll tell you, the quarterback is Ronnie May, a new quarterback. We can have a replay on that, Dean. We're not sure up here in the booth, newspapers and us, who caught that one over there, 10 or 12. All right, thank you. It's a coming here.
Going to fake now to they put the motion man across, and they just get a short rollout. Motion man goes in the flat, Torrance, but they throw to the middle man, the deeper cut. Pick up the 1st down.
Looks to be number 10. Sean Griffin. 1st down South, that's their first. May now on the option, coming around, will pitch it. Ball loose, and
I think Central may have it.
I thought they did. Yep, the players are pointing.
That's a shame because they had a nice play going.
I believe number 14 was on the football with the Crusaders. That would be Jeremy Durant.
That said number 14, a defensive tackle. Not a big kid, but he's all over the field. Here we go. We got the belly up fake to the fullback off tackle. Quarterback May keeping the football, pitches off the outside linebacker, but they don't make connections. At that point, he had a play going.
That may have been 34 on the fumble recovery. Anthony Johnson for the Crusaders. As 34 was diving over the pile. All right, back to offense. Curtis Shepard with it, and he is hit and slowed up just a bit there for the Wildcats by Phil Natale.
Central gives them that twin look out to the wide side of the field. Those two receivers way out there. That means South has to break a linebacker out of their 4-4 out there into the middle to help cover. Now they're trying to run inside of him and outside of him. See Shepard with 11 carries, 161 yards, and 1 TD.
Having quite a night, 86 on those one run.
We got a pro set now. Split in, top of your screen, flanker to the bottom.
8:11 left in the first half, 14-0 Crusaders. And again, Shepard. Wildcat defense tightening up a bit. He was hit at the 50-yard line. Scored it to maybe the 49.
Just run that isolation play right up the pipe.
Brandon Neff, one of those, I believe, helping out on the tackle. 3rd and 1. You think they'll try to option outside or just hammer it up the middle?
I think they'll hammer it, probably with the tailback.
Crusaders in with 6 first downs, all rushing.
Might be a good time to give the fullback the ball on the dive part of the option.
Hoagland is your fullback. South with the 4-4 defense. Both teams play the 4-4. South's linebackers trying to step up in and
long count. I don't understand what the official blew the whistle for.
I'm trying to see a flag. I don't see a
flag. There aren't any flags. The back judge made the call.
Yeah, well, you know,
too much time.
But there's no yellow flag back there.
No, he needed to throw a flag, so we knew it.
Let's go back down to Dan Belford.
Hey, just to add to what Coach was saying, guys, you go back to the Central offense last week. Leading rusher on the team was a quarterback, over 100 yards. They've seen that look. Shepard scored a couple of times last week, but Hoagland ripped one off up the middle for 53 yards last week. That's one wrinkle they haven't shown the South defense yet. Back to you.
Well, it's 3rd down and 6 now with 7:03 in the half.
They may throw it here. Nope.
Give it to Shepard, and Shepard is caught and brought down. They won't get the first down. On the tackle for Canton South is Tim Ness. As you look at the penalty yardage.
See Central with 2 penalties for 10 and South with 2 penalties for 10.
The Crusaders forced to punt, 4th down and 6. So South gets the ball back, trailing 14-0. Deep for Canton South. Corey Berkwood and Devin Torrance. Got a sophomore and a freshman back there. Kick is away. It's going to be Berkwood at the 20-yard line, and right there, stopped in his tracks, spun down by Central's Michael Zwick, another sophomore out there. The downtown Ford scoreboard shows you Central Catholic leading Canton South 14-0. 6:06 to play in the first half. So the Wildcats back to the offense. And it's going to be Ronnie May, again, the sophomore quarterback. So Eckrod's a junior. Ronnie May still in there, his 2nd series. The sophomore. And we'll give the football off. Nick Foster turns it up, but nothing.
South just unable to move the football against the Crusaders' 4-4 defense. Crusaders have an advantage in quickness, and they're getting to the ball real quick.
No gain. 2nd and 10. Foster 2 yards minus now in 2 carries.
You know, the little tackle I've been talking to you about, Durant, is listed in the program at 5'5", 160, number 14.
Tough to get under him, but
he's been all over the football field.
May to his left, throwing, incomplete.
Coverage was good.
Pass intended for Tim Ness. Was that Gill, I think, on the coverage? 25. 3rd down and 10 now.
They're just not bringing a lot of pressure. They're getting pressure from the front, but not a lot of pressure. They got a lot of defenders back there on passing downs. Running downs, they're bringing 6 guys almost every time.
Oh. 5:21 in the half. 3rd down, 10 for South. May, a little play action, protection, throws over the middle. Dandale with the catch at the 36-yard line. On the stop there will be James Bush.
Nice little play action here where they get to tight end over the middle. Dale, number 8, lined up the top of your screen, comes off and hooks up in the center. We get a fake to the tailback coming back around. May hits him right over the middle.
Second first down for South. They trail at 14-0. And the handoff, Ness. And again, nowhere to go. Durant, one of the 4 Crusaders who got in that gap, and there was just no running room.
The South's not maintaining their blocks long enough. They're making contact, but then the Crusader defenders are coming off of the blocks and getting into the ball carrier's lane and making a hit.
Well, we'll give him 1 yard. 5 yards now and 6 carries for Ness. That's how tough it's been for him. See the first down. Central with 4 more than South. Wildcats 2nd and 9. Pitch, Ness. And not much but white shirts as he turned the corner. One of the Crusaders, Corey Fichter, leading the defensive charge.
Defensively, the Central Catholic Crusaders have a speed advantage. They're getting to the ball before people make the turn.
There's Elmer Sheets sending a play in with his youngster, the sophomore Ronnie May. Talked about pregame veteran coaches, and they're both been quite successful. Elmer Sheets came back to South, put this program back up. And
2 good friends of mine, and both real good football coaches.
Lo Kleinfelder, the dean, on the other side. They call him the dean. 3rd down, they need, what, about 4? May to throw it, and they had to throw it off his back foot because of outstanding pressure by number 45 of the Crusaders, Timothy Ferris.
Defensive end.
Let's go back on the sidelines to Dan Belford.
Well, we got growing pains down here on the south sideline. What we have, guys, with May, the quarterback, he's a sophomore. He's a versatile kid. He's got confidence in his arm. But as the kids just came to the sideline on that play, 2 receivers running the wrong routes on that play. Number 10, I believe, instead of taking the sideline, cut it up to the middle. That's where May, from our perspective, we could tell initially looked. He wasn't sideline, couldn't pick him up middle, and just had to get rid of the ball. Back up to you.
Good perspective. Thank you. South ready to kick it away again. Sean Griffin. 3:26 in the half. And dropped it and got the kick away somehow. It's going to be dead at the 42-yard line of Central. We're back after we take this timeout.
Whether I'm refereeing a high school football game or leading my sales staff at the Workshops Incorporated, one thing's for sure, it's always about teamwork. We'll give you the home team advantage on any job you need done. That means quality service from the kickoff to the last play. And our number 1 goal? Making your team the winning team every time. Call in the home team, the Workshops Incorporated, for any job, small or large. 330-477-5200.
All right, the Crusaders from their 42-yard line. First down and 10. They lead at 14-0. And they give it to Hoagland, the fullback. He got about 3 yards. Hey, cheer on the team before or after the game with the 1480 WHBC Bell Store Citgo School Spirit Static Sticker. Static stickers are free and available at any Bell Store Citgo in Stark County. Display yours to win $100 for your school's academic programs and a $25 Bell Store Citgo cash card just for you. For complete rules, ask at your nearest Bell Store Citgo.
Crusaders on last play ran the dive the first part of the option to the tight end side.
Well, Hoagland got 3, 2nd down and 7. Twins to the bottom of your screen, and the ball is kept by Haynes Kopp, the quarterback. There he goes again. Kiss him goodbye.
Set it up.
54 yards, 55 yards they're going to give him.
This is not a true option. They lead the tailback through to block the linebacker. There's no pitch man on this. It's actually a keep.
Well, let's play it again with Video Safari, a world of adventure for the whole family.
There's the fake dive. Watch the tailback lead through instead of go on a pitch route and take the linebacker. This time he's on the safety, I believe. And the quarterback, Ainscough, pops free for the score.
Mercy. Big, big, big touchdowns. 86, 26, and 55 for Central.
All off of the dive option series. 3 touchdowns.
And it's 20-0. Kick is up, and it is good. Central 21, Canton South nothing. 2:23 to go here in the first half. How do you stop the dive option?
Well, you need a 9-man front, Jim. And when you're playing a 4-4 with 3 deep, you've only got an 8-man front. And at that point, you have to figure out some way or another to get one of your defensive secondary guys to take the pitch by alignment or change your defensive front or something. But you cannot stop the option with 8 people. You need 9. You need somebody to get up and take the dive, somebody to take the quarterback, and somebody to take the pitch man. And when you couple it with their alternate offense of the tailback off tackle and all those kinds of things in a passing game, it's a real difficult thing to stop.
Easy to see why they scored 58 points against Firestone and called
well,
off the Dogs.
I don't know that they ran. They ran a lot of shotgun, from what I understand. Yeah, and you know, I just don't think I'd ever get ready for a Lowell Kleinfelder team unless I got ready for the option. We used to scrimmage Lowell for years when I was at Hoover. Every during 2 days we would scrimmage them every year, and you just had to get ready to play against the option.
Central again will boot it. Shepard scored on an 86-yard run, and Ainscough scored on 26 and 55-yard runs. Let's go. Bell Store, Citgo, and you're on the go with another Crusader kickoff. 2:23 to go in the half.
That last play they ran for a score with that keep, and the tailback coming through and blocking instead of going out on the arc as a pitch man. That's what they ran with Gliotta so successfully when he was at Central Catholic.
They went over to Penn State.
Penn State, yeah.
Return for South by Nick Foster, and the return to the 32-yard line where they'll go first down and 10. And we'll see who Elmer has at quarterback. Still Ronnie May as you look at Durant on that defensive line of Central Catholic. Almost a 6-man front Central showing. May lost the football, and the Crusaders, Durant.
Ruling incomplete pass.
Oh, did he throw? Okay.
Referee ruling in the backfield that his arm was in motion. Fell off of his hand. Similar thing happened to Kelly Holcomb with the Browns the other night. I think they ruled that a fumble. See May starting to throw, and he loses the ball.
I thought he lost when he brought his arm up, but it was... Well,
it's debatable. That's what I was going to say. It's a debatable call, but he did call it an incomplete pass.
Well, they need the break.
Yes,
trailing 21-0.
Definitely, they need the break.
2:14. So an incomplete pass. Pressure. He's hit as he throws deep left sideline and incomplete down around the 42-yard line.
Nobody there to block Ferris, the defensive right end, number 45. Came off clean, went right at the quarterback, had forced an early throw. You're going to watch 45 here come off clean. Boom.
Boom, yep. It's intended for Hughes. Gill on the coverage on the out of bounds here. And the clock with 2:07, but South looking at 3rd down and 10. What do we got Mr. May for? He is 2 for 6.
I think that last one was a missed blocking assignment. I think they were supposed to block him and didn't.
South's 3 of 11 for 27 yards then, combined, their quarterbacks. And they're unable to run the ball. Handoff. Torrance around the right side, breaks one-arm tackle. Finally ran out of bounds. Let's go back on the sidelines to Dan Belford.
Hey, thanks, guys. Very quickly, an injury update for you. If you haven't noticed, Jake Ominski, the big defensive lineman for South, came out of the game on that touchdown run by Ainscough. He's been on the ground since South went back to their offensive series. They're working the right knee. There appears to be swelling on the outside of the right knee. They're trying to get some flexibility in it, trying to get him back up on the bench to where they can work on him, and we'll give you a further update as time progresses. Back to you.
Appreciate that. Uminski's a starting right tackle on offense and starting defensive tackle. He's 6'5", 260 pounds, and a senior. Well, trouble on the snap, second time, and Griffin's got to run it out of bounds.
Well, the last time he almost got it blocked. It was a bad snap and down to his right, and he managed to get the ball off on the punt in a really big crowd of people. This time, I think he may have just dropped it. I don't know. Here's a look at it. Here's the snap. It's down below his kneecaps, which it should not be. It should be at his belt buckle. And he has no choice but to try to run the football. Oh, it bounced on the way back to him. Okay, so it was a bad snap.
Well, the Crusaders going for the kill right now. They're up 3 touchdowns and 150 to left in the first half. Ainscough under center.
Dive.
Up, kept by Ainscough. Going to cut it back and tripped up. Boy, number 14 for the Wildcats, Brandon Neff, saved another big gain.
See, that time the tailback came out of there on an option pitch route, and the quarterback Ainscough had the choice of pitching him the ball. On the TD play, the tailback had gone up inside and blocked the linebacker. Here the quarterback keeps the ball on the option, and they're lucky to make the tackle. Again, they're short a man one side or the other. It's up to the quarterback to figure out which side to run the option to.
Second down, they need in the vicinity of 3 yards. There is Shepard, runs into the stack, got stacked up. Leans forward, though, to the 20-yard line or so. He may have the first down. There's what Ainscough has done tonight.
3 times he's carried the football for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wow. But you know, one of the things that happens to you when you start playing against the option a lot is you get soft defensively because you're worrying about who's got the dive and who's got the quarterback and who's got the pitch man. Then they run the tailback off tackle on you and you're on your heels.
That was another first down. They had trouble getting the chains moved. They got to move now. Ainscough looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's got to run the football. Taken down around the 15-yard line.
That looked like a broken play or something because he rolled out to the right and there wasn't a receiver on this side of the football field.
Well, Shepler and Newman on the tackle. Got a timeout. We'll tell you about the State Farm Insurance Agencies of Stark County and 1480 WHBC. Proud to highlight the Stark County Scholar athletes from the class of 2003. Tonight, our featured athletes are Ann Fesco from Canton Central Catholic High School and Craig Brown from Canton South High School. Ann's sport of choice, tennis. Her GPA 4.528. Greg's GPA 4.30. His sport was soccer. So congratulations to these fine young athletes. State Farm Insurance and 1480 WHBC wish them success in continuing their education and athletic endeavors.
During the timeout, Coach Kleinfelder came out right after I mentioned that it looked like a broken play, and he was ranting and raving at 2 or 3 of them, so I don't know who made the mistake. The quarterback maybe shouldn't have rolled out of the pocket. Maybe one of the receivers should have run a flag pattern over to this side, but when the quarterback rolled out on this side of the football field, there were no receivers.
We got 5 yards. It's second down and 5 at the 15-yard line. 41 seconds left in the half. We'll see the, sprint option, or they'll throw it, or dive option.
Dive option. They gave it to the fullback.
And South looking for him, I believe. Number 10, Griffin, hit him first.
That just sets up everything else.
And Central Catholic is going to take another timeout with 32.7 seconds remaining.
There's a look at the last play. Quarterback opens straight down the line, puts the ball in the fullback's belly. Hoping to pop that fullback into the secondary. Somebody got his ankles that time, got him down.
32.7 seconds. It has been all Central Catholic. They're in with 8 first downs, all on the ground. 2 first downs passing for South. And let's get down to Dan.
Well, on the defensive end for South, guys, and doing so well Central here with the option, and Coach Sheets keeps picking players out of the field, bringing them over to the sidelines, and he's identifying who has the quarterback on the option. What's happening a lot of times is when he rolls, the man who has the quarterback and the defensive man to the outside are both overrunning the play and allowing him to cut it back upfield. They're going to stay with the defense they have, but when they assign someone to the quarterback, he's got to fill the hole and follow that number, or they're in big trouble. Back to you.
All right, Bells, thanks. Crusaders 3rd down and 3. Just under 33 seconds left. Ainscough gives to Shepard, hit at the line of scrimmage, bounces off one, but can go no more. May again been Griffin that hit him first, but then 3 Wildcats there to put him down. Newman was there.
Griffin was unblocked in the middle, made a tremendous hit on the tailback, didn't wrap his arms, but then he got 3 of his teammates there that cleaned it up. Comes off free here.
Got another timeout, by the way.
Boom. Oh, he isn't unblocked. He just stood the fullback up right in the hole. Good defensive play.
Bob Jeffries, our statistician, pointing out that Central with 270 yards rushing, nothing in the air, but they've only thrown it 1 time, and the way they're running the ball, why throw it? You know, South has been pretty effective of anything inside the tackles, stopping Central's offense.
Yeah, they have stopped them other than the option game, and the option game has yielded 3 touchdowns.
Big long ones.
Yeah, quarterback, the tailback on a long run, the quarterback on 2 long runs.
Well, just watching the 2 teams, and I think you pointed this out early, Central just seems to have more team speed than South.
Yes, definitely. Defensively is where that really shows up.
Well, 25 seconds remaining in the half. 4th down and 3. If South could stop Central, that would give them a big boost going into halftime. They trailed 21-0 to the Crusaders. And Ainscough going to keep it. And down. They were looking for him that time. He cut it up. And 68th, the defensive end, Chris Airy, put him down.
Yeah, they tried to run that play where the tailback goes through and blocks the linebacker, but the defensive end read it correctly and closed down, let the tailback go, and hit the quarterback.
Oh, they got the first down. They had the first down. Ainscough's going to throw incomplete off the arms of the intended receiver, Michael Smith. 8 seconds left. They gave us progress to the 9-yard line and another first down.
3-step drop, trying to hit a quick slant, short post cut there.
Had 6 in his arms.
We got 8 seconds to go.
Yeah, you saw the scoreboard there. I thought they had stopped him short of the first down. Now it's 2nd down and goal from the 9-yard line.
I think I'd run the option. Nope, they're going to throw it.
Slant over the middle and incomplete about the 1-yard line. The intended receiver this time for Central was James Bush, and the clock stopped with 4 seconds to go. As you can see the score there, the situation.
They're going to come on with a field goal. It's good early in the season to do this. If you're not successful, go ahead and run your field goal team out there and practice kicking that field goal live.
Larry Candy is the kicker. The holder will be Ainsball, the quarterback. It'll be a 25-yard attempt as it's put down. Looks like almost dead center. 4 seconds remaining. Snap. It's down. Kick is up. And it is
good.
It's good. Got inside the crossbar. Time is out. It's halftime. And it's been all Canton Central Catholic as they lead it 24-0. We'll take a timeout and come back with our halftime show. There on the Downtown Ford scoreboard, you can see what's going on here at Canton South High School.